Hello and welcome to this round 20 midweek catch-up game in the NPL Women's. It's Majura FC against Belconnen United here at Gungahlin Enclosed on a really chilly evening in Canberra. I'm Sam Watson, your commentator for today. It's a really interesting prospect between these two. They only met 2 weeks ago in a game which Belconnen put 7 past Majura. But it was a positive for Majura, who ended a 5-game goalless run between round 4 and that round 13 game between the two. Majura bounced back last week and got their first win since round 1. That was a 3-2 victory over Tuggeranong. Came from behind to go in front, and then Tuggeranong brought it back level before Maggie Wright got an 82nd minute winner. So coming off a bit of a high, Majura up against a side that have been perfect in the league. 13 wins from 13. Belconnen look like they're in pole position to win the league title for the first time since they won it in 2019. So it's been a while for a side that dominated the league for so long. And they're edging closer. Would be another big 3 points. It's an expected 3 points for them, given the standards they've set so far in the league. Still waiting on the sides to come out. Should be a bit of a later kickoff between these two. The two sides that have met 3 times this season, once in the Cup, twice in the league already. That recent game, as I mentioned, in round 13 at the home of Belconnen. They won 7-1 that day. Comfortable victory in the end, despite Majura bringing it back level through Olivia Martinello in the 10th minute. Before that, in round 6, Belconnen utterly dominant, 8-0 winners that day, before they met in the Federation Cup quarter-final early in the Cup. Belconnen again put 8 past Majura. So they know where the back of the net is against this team and against every other side in the league. They've got 88 goals in 13 games. Majura will have to defend well in this game if they want to salvage a point and have to have a threat down the other end. It's expected Belconnen will find the back of the net. Scored in every one of the games this season. Undefeated in every game, including cup matches and the Charity Shield at the start of the season. Belconnen are coming off a 4-0 victory away to West Canberra Wanderers in round 14 last week. That was a pretty comfortable victory. Before that, 7-1 winners against Majura. And the last time they were here was against Gungahlin United, 2-0 winners that day. So even against the sides that are in and around them on the table, very comfortable in their wins. Belconnen, two sides heading out of the tunnels now. We'll go through the starting lineups for either side, starting with the home side, Majura. David Roberto, the coach, makes 3 changes to that team that defeated Tuggeranong United in round 14 last week. Number 99, Grace New, continues in goal. It's a back 4 of number 21, Layla Barber at left back. Number 19, Brianna Kent, partnering number 56, Joanne Southam in central defence. And at right back, number 15, Maya Morton, comes into the team. To midfield 2, number 73, Renee Sillett, partnering number 71, Shema Tawil. 2 players that were on the books of ANU at the start of this season. They both made the jump to Majura since ANU have dropped out of the competition. In advanced midfield, number 40, Sophia Furlaneto, goal scorer last week for Majura. And a front 3 of number 59, Eliza Baker, who comes into the lineup as well. Number 47, Carmel Lynch, their top scorer through the middle. And number 22, Olivia Martinello on the right-hand side of that front 3. It's a really exciting front 3. Martinello and Lynch in particular have been really impressive this season. Martinello, 2 goals. Carmel Lynch, 5 goals, 4 of which came in the first 2 games of the season. She was out with an injury for much of it. So really excited to see what those two can do on the bench. Number 1, Ingrid Larson. Number 11, Isabella Pole. Number 20, Ariana Kashan. Number 66, Virginia Singers. And number 74, Charlize Girdler. Captain of that team is Grace New, such a young player as well. Big responsibility at the back. But a player David Roberto trusts to lead his side. Just still a very young team. We'll go through Belconnen's lineup as well. Scott Conlon makes 1 change to the team that beat West Canberra in round 14. Number 1, Matilde Laurel Ty continues in goal. It's a back for number 13, Lisa Carey at left back. Bit of shuffling around as well in central defence. Number 2, Ailish McDonough. Parts number 3, Lauren Preston. Number 4, Bronte Pike is the right back. Number 6, Maddie Steinecker is the player that comes into the lineup. She starts in defensive midfield. 2 midfielders advanced ahead of her. Number 19, Alex Martins. and number 8, Annika Corrie. And it's a front three of number 11, Kira Bobbin, number 38, Talia Backhouse through the middle, and number 28, Alina Roberts. It's a really scary-looking front line for Belconnen. Bobbin in particular, top scorer in the league and top assister, has 17 goals and 11 assists. A play that Majura will have to be wary of in this game. On the bench for Belconnen, number 7, Steffi Legends, number 18, Isabella Heinmarsh, number 21, Pearl Teen, number 35, Madison Sawkins, and number 9, Maria Rathalski. So both sides almost ready to go here. It is a home game for Majura, who normally play their games at Ainslie. This one at the home of Gungahlin United. Majura in that white and blue home strip. Belconnen to the right in the navy blue away. Really great night for football here despite the temperature. Both sides almost ready to go. Majura have frustrated sides this season. Can they frustrate a team that have the best defense and attack in the league? The clear outright best team in the NPL women's, up against a side second bottom. Just the 2 wins this season, but they're coming off 2 positive performances, one of which was against Belconnen, which did end 7-1. I'll be glad to have the likes of Carmel Lynch back in their front line. Belconnen get the early touch of the ball. Pike driving forward. Backhouse attempted to lay it off for Alina Roberts. Other players having her best season. Backheel from Layla Barber. Nice turn by Talia Backhouse. Looking for Kira Bobbin, who gets there and puts it wide. First big chance of the game goes to Belconnen. Majura did not close her down. And the top scorer in the league nearly had an 18th after barely a minute. Grace New with a goal kick for Majura. Cleared away. Belconnen pressing high. Majura living a little bit dangerously with the short goal kick. Away by Martinello. Picked up by Martins. Wide it goes to Bobbin. They want to score early here. It's in towards Talia. And it's 2 chances in quick succession for Belconnen United. Starting as we expected on the front foot. Had 2 chances to go in front. They continue to play out from the back. Martinello. Heavy touch out for Belconnen throw. Majura. Almost everyone in the 18-yard box. They'll back themselves to score on the break, as they did against Belconnen, to make it 1-1 through Martinello. Bobbin. Looked like she was shaping to shoot. Comes out to Annika Corrie. Lovely footwork. And slips it in to Alex Martins, who opens the scoring. It was only a matter of time, and we've only played just over 2 minutes. Belconnen lead 1-0. And it's a lead that their start to this game deserves. And Alex Martins gets her 4th of the season. And Majura face a very difficult prospect here. Barely had a touch. 3 big chances for Belconnen in under 2 minutes. Heavy touch by Carmel Lynch. Preston looking for Bobbin. Majura swarming those Belconnen players with numbers. McDonough looking to pick out Alina Roberts. Controlled and cleared by Bree Kent. Now Layla Barber. Nice release to find Livia Martinello, who's been one of the shining lights for Majura this season. Picked up by Annika Corrie. Sillet, lovely footwork by Alina Roberts. Looking for Talia Backhouse, who's in on goal. What a save by Grace New to prevent a second for Belconnen. Really well read by the young goalkeeper. It's a corner for the Blue Devils, but that could have been 2 in under 4 minutes. And this is a side who have put 20 past one team this season. They will keep going the entire 90 minutes. And at this rate, they're getting a chance every minute the game ticks. Ball in from McDonough, looking for Roberts. And the hit from Backhouse goes over the bar. Another big chance for Belconnen. Majura survive, and they have to thank their goalkeeper, who came up big for them with a save. Goal kick for Majura. New plays it short to Southam, looking for Martinello. Controls it really well. Back to May Morton. Lynch. Not many numbers back for Belconnen. Could be a focus for David Roberto. The counter-attack is on against limited numbers back, but they're such a hard-working team. Scott Collins' side always will get numbers back. Up from New. Lynch had a swing, didn't get there. McDonough looking for Kira Bobbin. Lovely first touch. She's held on to possession really well. And it goes to Martins. Looking for Backhouse, and New picks it up. New's lost it. And Backhouse nearly scored. It's a constant wave of pressure at the moment. It'll be another corner from this side. Alex Martins heading over to swing this one in. Plenty of numbers forward for Belconnen. Plenty of numbers at the back post for her to pick out. Goes near post. Cleared by Ferlineto. Steinacker. Annika Corrie. Lisa Carey. Wide it goes to Lauren Preston. Helena Roberts will take on Layla Barber. Picked up by Barber. Nice release again to find Ferlineto, who showed her quality in scoring from long distance. That seems to be a specialty this season. 3 goals from her. Scored last week. Lovely skill again from Kira Bobbin. They can't get near her. That's the quality she has in her locker. It's a really difficult task on the hands of Morton. But they're doubling up on Kira Bobbin. They forced another corner, which has twice troubled Majura. Martins again to swing it in. Hope for a better delivery this time round. It is a better delivery. Looking for McDonough. Majura numbers get there. Kent away from Steinacker. Looking to release Eliza Baker down that left-hand side. Lisa Carey bombing forward from fullback. And a play by Layla Barber. Alina Roberts back to Steinacker, playing in a more advanced position today. Good work there by Majura. And Olivia Martinello putting on the pressure, forcing the turnover in possession. Can Majura get forward off the back of that? Baker giving chase to Bronte Pike, who lets it run. Calmly defended in the end. Preston for Maddie Steinacker. Majura with a bit more possession in their opponent's half. Lovely long throw from Barber, looking for Carmel Lynch, who's going to give Belconnen defense something to think about. McDonough was calm on that occasion. Annika Corey. It's a really good move from Belconnen. Might roll out for a goal kick. Majura growing more into the game. Defending a little bit better as well, getting close to those Belconnen players on the ball. Forcing a few heavy touches and errors as well. Southam looking for Martinello. Lovely first touch again, out of play by Carey. Again, Majura so deep, asking a lot of their team to get forward with enough numbers to trouble Belconnen. Martin's lovely through ball, looking for Bobbin. Gets there ahead of Southam and can't keep the ball in. Well defended in the end. Well worked out between Morton and Southam at the back. Kent gets away from Backhouse. Does well in the end to find Carmel Lynch, who's held up the ball really well there. Not a bad release. Intended for Martinello. Bobbin, every time she gets the ball, wants to drive forward and has a go. What a goal from Kira Bobbin. That's 18 for the season. And that's why she's arguably the best in the league at the moment. Every time she's got the ball, wants to turn and drive towards goal. What a finish that is. Into the top corner. Belconnen lead 2-0. Nothing Majura could do to stop her. Goal after 11 minutes to make it 2. It's going to be what looks like a long night for Majura at this rate. Bobbin wins it back. Annika Corey. Backhouse for Pike. Back to Talia Backhouse. Lovely footwork by Baker, but they're in a difficult position. Majura camped in that corner by Belconnen. Preston for Annika Corey, cleared by Carmel Lynch. And they come again, and they'll do this all game long if they're afforded time on the ball. Carey. Bobbin taking on Morton, who's stuck to her really well. Bobbin gets the ball in, flicked away by Kent. Elena Roberts with a snapshot puts it wide. But it is a difficult task for Morton to do really well there to hold up Kira Bobbin. And with that goal, has moved clear and they picked up the ball. And Bobbin has another go. Deflected out for a corner. Piling up the shots. We barely played 12 minutes. It's another corner for Martins. Everyone back for Majura. Defending that box. Martins with a great delivery. McDonald was flying in. Comes out to Bronte Pike, who makes it 3. Belconnen have hit 3 inside 13 minutes. And they're already running away with this game. Another really good delivery by Martins. McDonough flying in. Caused a bit of chaos. And Bronte Pike finished really well. Low and hard. Not one that you could react to in time. She has added her 8th of the season from fullback. Really impressive tally for Bronte Pike, who's again had another really great season. Such a threat off those set pieces as well. They're coming forward again. They want more. They will not take their foot off the pedal. Now by Morton. Kerry looking for Bobbin. Martins, will she have a go? She does. Great save again by New. Did really well to keep it in as well to prevent the corner. Remains Belconnen's ball. Cleared by Martinello, looking for Lynch. Up it goes, looking for Talia Backhouse. Now, could there be a chance on the break for Martinello? It's found Carmel Lynch. Good first touch as well, and holds up the ball well. Can't find a teammate. You can see Carmel Lynch's quality as a number 9 for Majura. Didn't have too many options to aim for, really. Lisa Carey. Back by Annika Corey. McDonough with a lovely switch for Bronte Pike. Pike has played it in for Martins and well defended in the end by Bree Kent. You will look long early. Carey misjudged it. Martinello looking for Furlaneto. The two can't link up. Corey comes forward again. Flicked on by Bobbin. Carey looking for Kira Bobbin, and Southam composed and lets that one roll for the goal kick again. They're looking to find Carmel Lynch. She's a real focal point for Majura. But look how deep she is. McDonough and Pike the furthest back for Belconnen inside their opponent's half. Steinecker looking for Corey. Maddie Steinecker picks it up. Driving through. Lovely run. Bobbin with the cutback. Cleared by Kent. Carey into Annika Corey. Lovely first touch. Wide again from McDonough. Pike. Corey. Backhouse with time. Scored a really nice goal the week before and has a go here. New was well positioned. She's looking long again. Carey judging it this time. Steinecker does well again. Playing well in midfield. Bobbin, well recovered by Furlaneto. Fouled by Kira Bobbin. It'll be a free kick for Majura. Joanne Southam. Looking for Martinello. Steinecker keeps it in. Bobbin. Martin's lovely football from Belconnen. Corey's touch was heavy. Picked up by Renee Sillett. Now Bronte Pike accelerating away from 2-3. What a run from Pike. Cutting it back, looking for Backhouse, who gets there. And Martins' effort is in the bottom corner. And that's 4 for Belconnen. And that is Alex Martins' second goal of the game. Another really great move. And again, Bronte Pike heavily involved. Getting the cutback in. Majura didn't deal with it. Backhouse was sharper and won the ball ahead of her marker. With one touch, Martins finishes in the bottom corner. That's 4. We haven't even played 20 minutes yet. Back from Carmel Lynch. Now Joanne Southam. Backhouse. Trying to close her down. Southam did well initially. Morton does well there on Bobbin. Southam loses out to Kira Bobbin, who's having a go again, and New always going to save that one. Lovely touch from Martinello after accurate distribution from Grace New. Preston for Bronte Pike. Now Alina Roberts looking to get the cut back, and it might fall for Martins, away by Southam. Safety first approach from Majura at the moment. Already they'll be hoping for halftime to reset potentially. Goals like Kira Bobbin's goals, what can you really do about the quality of players like her? Not one Majura could do much about, really. Steinecker for Lisa Carey. Give and go looking for Maddie Steinecker. Held on to possession really well. Carey. Lovely turn from Annika Corrie. And her shot is wide. Another chance for Belconnen. Annika Corrie looking to get in on the act. It'll be a goal kick for Majura. They again play it short, closed down by Martins. Lovely pass from Southam though. Felinetto tried to get it past Carey. Wasn't allowing that to happen. Majura, to their credit, holding a good shape, making it difficult for Belconnen, but they play through it again. Southam in strongly on Carey. Referee gives the free kick for Belconnen. In really dangerous territory, again on the line. Could have been a penalty if it was just a metre closer. Annika Corrie heading over to take this one. It'll be a right-footed in-swinger. Might even favour an effort on goal. Have to be something special from this angle. Annika Corrie more than capable. It is Annika Corrie looking for backhouse. Overhit in the end. Seven assists this season for Annika Corrie. Couldn't make it 8, but has been a really great pickup to go along with 10 goals and a goal that won them their second piece of silverware this season after the Charity Shield with that Federation Cup win. Has been one of their most important players this season. Martins driving past Southam. Started the game really brightly. Alex Martins, corner for Belconnen. Almost everyone forward for Belconnen again. They want a fifth. Martins with the delivery in. McDonough was flying in and it landed on the top of the net. Not sure that was the direction she intended, but has done that a couple of times in this game so far. Eilish McDonough flying in to make contact. Picked up by Steinecker. Felinetto, idea was good. Carey lets it run. And a good throw. Looking to pick out Annika Corrie. McDonough over to Lisa Carey in plenty of space. Majura sat so deep again. Carey can drive and is past 2 and gets the cross in. Away by Southam, another corner for Belconnen. Martins will run over to swing this one in again. Plenty of numbers lurking at that back post. Bobbin, Backhouse, Pike, Steinecker as well. Martins looking to pick out Backhouse, who got there. Did well to adjust. Couldn't get it down though. Tully Backhouse. Player who has scored 5 goals since her mid-season return to Belconnen to add to the already deep squad at the disposal of Scott Conlon. Preston looking for Annika Corrie. Carey again seeing a lot of the ball. Martinello. Corrie. They'll switch it quickly. McDonough looking for Lena Roberts. Tough mentally for Majura. Haven't seen any of the ball. Have had to defend for the entire match. Roberts cleared by Kent. Lovely control, almost by Martins. Over it goes for a Bronte Pike throw. Well, Shema Tawil and Renee Sillett, the two defensive midfielders, are essentially part of the backline almost as Corrie has a go and it's wide. Everyone back for Majura, soaking up pressure from Belconnen. It's sat so deep, it's difficult for them to have that counter-attacking threat. Martinello, Carey nips in. Give and go with Bobbin, might be on. Bobbin takes it on herself. Turns away from Morton, who's stuck with her again. Lovely ball in from Bobbin. And Alina Roberts jumped for the header and missed. Corrie has sprinted after this ball and has kept it in. Pike for Steinecker. Corrie gets the cross in away by Southam. Important clearance. And out by Shema Tawil. Shema Tawil was ANU's only goal scorer this season. Came in a cup game against West Canberra Wanderers. A really good goal as well. It was at this venue. And again, they lost. Lovely turn from Bobbin away from Morton. Did it go out? Referee says yes. It's a goal kick. So good work again from Morton up against Bobbin, making life difficult for Belconnen's number 11. Goal kick from Kent, picked up by Baker, who's barely seen the ball on that left wing. Backhouse can't get on the end of that pass. Another goal kick for New. Where it goes from New, picked up by Martinello. Elish McDonough scooping it in to the path of Carey. What a release. Carey accelerating away, cutting it back, looking for Martins. Comes out to Maddie Steinecker. Corrie. Majura defending well. Roberts. Again, they get numbers back and in the way. Picked up again by Belconnen. Corrie's shot finds the arms of Grace New. And it goes looking for Baker. Lovely skill from Bronte Pike. And they'll come again with Elish McDonough. Lena Roberts making the run again. She goes for the lobbed ball. Good interception by May Morton. Preston. Steinecker. Corey. Trying to get it in towards Roberts, and the pressure was good from, I think it was Baker, getting back to defend. Lovely skill again by Bronte Pike. Now Ailish McDonough. Lisa Carey to her left. Now Maddie Steinecker. Ailish McDonough. Lovely cross-field switch. So good technically from the back. Player who takes their pieces as well. It's just another dimension of their game. They can play around the box well. They can hit those reverses as well. Cut back by Lena Roberts. It found Talia Backhouse, who makes it 5. With 15 minutes left of the first half, Belconnen might have wrapped up the 3 points already. And Talia Backhouse has her 6th of the season. Another attacking surge from Belconnen results in a goal. It was always coming. Majura, good periods of defending, but kept presenting the ball to Belconnen to come forward again and again. And it was only a matter of time before they added a 5th. Bobbin. Majura still working really hard. 5-0 down, is still putting in the effort. Admirable showing from them. Carmel Lynch, that time, sprinting in to close down a Belconnen player. Steinecker looking for Corey, would have been a really great release. Another player with a great passing range. You can see why she's been put into midfield. Normally a central defender. Putting in a great showing though as a defensive midfielder. Martins again closing down Southam, out of play by Carey. So he played over 30 minutes. It remains Belconnen 5, Majura 0. Another dominant game this season. There hasn't really been a team to get close to them, aside from Canberra, Croatia, you'd say. Pike again accelerating away, looking for Alina Roberts. And enough numbers back for Majura to make sure that ball didn't bobble out for a Belconnen player. Pike again turning away from a couple and gets the cross in, charged down by Majura. Bronte Pike really enjoying herself on that right-hand side. Earns her side another corner. Ailish McDonough to swing this one in with the left foot. Looking near post, flicked on by Martins. Comes out to Annika Corey. Lovely improvisation by Alex Martins at the near post. A good work rate as well to come and close down the effort, to clear, which was presented to Annika Corey. Another player who want to get on the score sheet, has come close a few times. Joanne Southam with the goal kick. Looking for Martinello. Corey for Alex Martins. Now Bronte Pike again accelerates away. Baker went with her. Lovely cross in, and Talia Backhouse gets her head to another cross. And again it goes over. Another difficult one though, to get on target with power enough to beat New. This one looping over the bar. Southam 4, Furlaneto can't keep the ball in. Majura look out of answers at the moment. Unable to contain the quality of Belconnen. It's been a common theme for both sides that have come up against them in the league. They are a side that are capable of creating a chance, given the quality of Lynch and Martiniello. Carey can't keep it in. Chance for Majura to push numbers forward. Morton looking for Martiniello. Lovely spin and plays it into Furlaneto. McDonough in strongly and won the ball. Carey. Martiniello wins the corner, wins the throw for Majura. Morton. Good touch again by Martinelli, but picked up by Belconnen. Now can they get numbers forward quickly? Majura light on numbers defensively. Corey wins it off Southam. Backhouse plays it in to Kira Bobbin. And the ball just rolled a little bit too long. Collected by Grace New. Anticipated the ball well. Lovely control again from Martinello. The give and go with Furlaneto doesn't come off in the end. But they're knocking these long balls into Olivia Martinello, who's controlling them so well. Preston with the release. Testing the pace of Pike. Can't keep it in. Just under 10 minutes away from the halftime break. Remains 5-0 to Belconnen. They won't be easing up at all. They want to go again in the second half, and they've got so much quality on the bench to bring on as well. Players that might start for every other team in the league. Roberts for Annika Corey. Steinecker. Corey tried that reverse pass into Alina Roberts. Nice spin by Carmel Lynch. Furlaneto gives it back to Lynch. He's looking to release Baker, but anticipated by Bronte Pike. Backhouse with the touch, looking for Alex Martins. Well defended by Sillett. Nice sent away by Bobbin. Comes out to Kira Bobbin again. He's trying to cut inside, and there's 4 players surrounding her. Backhouse has a go from distance. Very congested in that middle of the field. They are making things difficult for Belconnen. They're giving away so many chances for them to keep knocking at the door. Grace New look long with this goal kick. Didn't find a teammate. McDonough looking for Martins. Lovely control from her. Trying to link up with Maddie Steinecker. Morton. Trying to get it away. Carey keeping the pressure on. Both fullbacks sitting so high. Almost like second wingers. McDonough will take her time over this one. Steinecker does really well again. Back house. Bobbin. Would have been a good move. Picked up by Martinello. Good footwork, but given away to Carey. Back house. Has a go. Saved by New. And on the second attempt, grabs it with Annika Corrie coming in to close her down. She's looking for Carmel Lynch. McDonough gets there first. Picked up by Alex Martins. Lovely release for Kira Bobbin. Southam did really well to come in and close her down. Read that pass. Shut it down. It is another corner. Or maybe a throw. It is a throw. Martins. Felinetto wins it off. Talia Backhouse. Links up with Martinello. Majura playing out quickly. Lovely ball control from Eliza Baker. One back by Corrie though. Relentless from Belconnen. Annika Corrie trying to slip it in for Kira Bobbin. Those two not on the same wavelength. Away by Barber. Annika Corrie. Now Maddie Steinecker giving it back to Pike, who's driving forward again and has found Alex Martins looking for Kira Bobbin, who miscontrolled the cross in from Martins with an open net. Gaping, but saved the pass a little bit behind her. Again, McDonough gets there ahead of Lynch and sets up a move for Belconnen. Bobbin trying to nip in. And again, numbers back for Majura. Have defended really well at times. But again and again, Belconnen keep on coming. McDonough looking for Lisa Carey. Carey trying to bundle her way through. Calmly done by Felinetto. Martinello wins the throw for Majura. Flicked on by Martinello. McDonough again with a great switch. Bronte Pike looking for the forward run of Steinecker. Again, Majura get bodies in the way and read those passes and intercept. But it's given away again. Steinecker. Roberts. Annika Corrie with the effort is wide. Had to rush it because Majura players were coming in to close her down. Something they have done well in this game. They continue to give the ball away. Heavy touch from Felinetto. Bobbin gets there ahead of Morton, who's stuck with her and has done really well in the end against Kira Bobbin. Carey. Backhouse. Martins. Backhouse closed down. Kent with the missed clearance. Comes out to Annika Corrie. And it's held by New. Just 2 minutes left until halftime. Can't expect too many minutes of additional time. It's been a fairly free-flowing game. It's all been flowing one way. That's towards the Majura goal. They're going to push numbers forward here. First set-piece opportunity for David Roberto's team. Could they snatch a goal back before the break? Kent fires it in. Baker got the touch and turns away from Pike. And Pike did really well in the end. Throw goes the way of Belconnen. Came off Baker last. Chance goes begging from Majura despite the difficulty of the chance. Set piece from almost the halfway line. A fairly central location. Difficult one to execute. Lovely release from Backhouse to find Matty Steinecker. Martins, numbers flooding back from Majura. And again, Bobbin can't be released. Not long to go in this first half. Southam fired it into her own teammate, cleared by Shema Tawil. Wide it goes to Bronte Pike. Preston. Alina Roberts. Picked up by McDonough. Heavy touch though. Now Martinello can drive it. Carey. That is the halftime whistle. An utterly dominant first half from Belconnen, as you'd expect, given the history between these two and the history of Belconnen up against any side in the league this season. Dominant from minute 1 to minute 45. Started early on with a goal from Alex Martins, followed up by a stunner from Kira Bobbin. Just a few minutes later, Bronte Pike scored before another Alex Martins goal and a Talia Backhouse goal rounded the total to 5. Here at Gungahlin Enclosed, Majura under the pump for much of the game, for most of the game really. Belconnen comfortably ahead and cruising towards another 3 points. At halftime here at Gungahlin Enclosed, it's Majura FC 0, Belconnen United 5. Hello and welcome back to Gungahlin Enclosed. We're almost set for the second half between Majura FC and Belconnen United at Gungahlin Enclosed. It's a rematch, rescheduled round 20 game between these two that was meant to be played a few weeks ago. And Belconnen at half-time lead 5-0, fully in control of this game. As I mentioned earlier, from the first minute, they were in on goal, looking to score. They got 5 in the end. But in that first half, 26 shots, 13 on target. They were relentless for the entire 45. Majura just had to survive what was an onslaught for much of the game. Looks like we have seen one change for Majura, and it looks like it is in goal. Ingrid Larson coming on to replace Grace New, who made some really good saves in that first half. What have Majura got in response to what was a really difficult first half for them? Have we seen any changes? Sides out on the field. Looks like Belconnen have made a few alterations as well. Pearl Teen, number 21, has come on. Alex Martin's the player that has departed. And Lisa Carey has made way for Maddie Sawkins over on the left-hand side. Plays in different positions for Majura. A bit of rotation. Layla Barber looks like she's been pushed forward. Potentially Olivia Martiniello replaced at half-time. Centre-back partnership remains the same. Looks like Shayma Tawil has moved over to left-back from when she was playing in central midfield. And we're underway for the second period. Eventually, the ball, Kent looking to release. Player for Majura, looks like Ariana Kashan has come over. Peltine getting forward early with her first involvement. Can't control the ball. Desperate to get on the ball and make an early impact. Took her eye off it potentially in the end. But was Olivia Martinello replaced by Ariana Kashan? Looks like that was the substitution for Majura. And Isabella Pole in midfield as well has come on. She will go alongside Renee Sillett. Kashan and Barber as the two wingers. Kamal Lynch remains the focal point. Looks like Lisa Carey has stayed on the field. She's pressing up high here, perhaps playing in more advanced. Wood gets the ball in, flicked on by Backhouse, comes out to Annika. South as she's done. Lisa Carey looks like she's playing on the right hand side of a front three potentially. So Elena Roberts looks like she's the player. Replace Carey, normally a fullback playing in a more advanced position. for Majura, Bella, Pole, and Ariana Kashan. Back by to Wheel. Larson gives it away to Lisa Carey, who nudges it towards Bobbin, who lays it off for Talia Backhouse, who finishes. And we've barely played 3 second half minutes. Belconnen make it 6. Clinical finish from Belconnen. The giveaway by Majura. Picked off by Belconnen. Second of the game. It is 6-0, not the start Majura would have wanted to make. Isabella Pole and a one by Bobbin. Steinecker team, they're coming forward, still full of energy, still wanting to add more goals to their tally. Sawkins gave it to Preston, who's barely seen the ball really. Carey getting forward, gets the cross in. Lovely control. And Maddie Steinecker going for goal, hits the crossbar. And it's put in by Bobbin, but the offside flag denies her celebrations. Questions asked about who the offside was for. Looked to be a tight one. Been a second goal of the game for Kira Bobbin. What a hit it was. Lovely control from Teen in hand. And picked up by Ingrid. Just around 2 minutes after she made it 6, she rounds Belconnen's total. Way through the campaign. Only played a handful of games, really, and already on 8 goals. Referee halting play momentarily as Kamal Lynch. Side. Majura kick off again. Disappointing way to start the second half, but it's again a case of how much can they really do against the quality of Belconnen. They've had 2 or 3 clear chances and they've scored 2 of them. Corey looking for Pike. Forward run from Lisa Carey. Pike cut off the attempted tackle from Barber. To Wheel. Lovely turn from Carey. To Wheel does well in the end and gets it clear. Picked up by Pike, who's really strong on the ball. Corey back to Lauren Preston. Now Ailish McDonough. Wide it goes to Maddie Sawkins. Steinecker looking for the quick pass and retains possession. Does really well, Steinecker looking for Kira Bobbin. McDonough used her arm. Free kick given for Majura. Kent going over to take this one. Newcomers getting forward for Majura. Can they snag a goal? Just looking for Carmel Lynch. Roll all the way through for Matilde Laurel Ty. And you'd probably say that's her first touch of the game, really. It's a bit of a mix-up on the line. Majura got enough numbers back in the end, though. Desperation in defence. Pearl Teen. Talia Backhouse again. Comfortable claim. Full up. 5. A scare. Bronte Pike clean through on goal. Majura got enough numbers back to make it difficult for her to find a teammate with the cutback. Could have been an own goal, but Majura defended that really well. There are some positives for them to take out of Belconnen. Want to win it back again. Steinek has been in control of that midfield. Peltine. Picked up by Bronte Pike. We'll turn their attentions to West Canberra Wanderers in their next match of the NPL women's season. They have a bye this weekend. They face West Canberra, Gungahlin and Olympic, all sides vying for top 4 places. Difficult run for them. Belconnen, meanwhile, they'll favour themselves against any side in this league as Bobbin comes forward, looking for Annika Corey. Pike, Carey, Tawil getting close and tight, making things difficult for Lisa Carey. And away by Barber, well defended by Majura. Corey. Again, numbers back for Majura. And that pass won't find Carmel Lynch. It'll be another throw for Belconnen. Pike looking for Lisa Carey. Back it goes to Preston. McDonough, lovely pick out for Backhouse, whose layoff was really nice. Comes out to Kira Bobbin, who gets there ahead of Larson. Lovely save. Carey can sort out her feet. What a stop from Ingrid Larson. In goal for Majura. Up against the league's top scorer. Shut her effort down. Bobbin. Lovely play. Looking for Carey. Backhouse. Back to Bronte Pike. Bobbin gets the cross in. Good claim from Larson. And Majura survive another attacking raid by Belconnen United, the league leaders. Kashan trying to find a teammate, couldn't do so. McDonough driving forward from central defence here. What a pick out from Bobbin, lovely control off the chest. And Pelteen's effort was charged down. That will be a corner for Belconnen United. McDonough having set up the move, will run over to swing this one in. Only played 13 second half minutes. Belconnen have 7, having scored 2 in this second half. It'll be McDonough's delivery. It's a lower one, cleared away by Majura. Out it goes off Layla Barber, opting for safety again. Pike, controlled by Corrie on the line. Pike looking for Bobbin to wheel. Bobbin putting the pressure on. To wheel did well in the end. Pike looking for Talia Backhouse. Back it goes from Bronte Pike. Again, so many numbers back for Majura. They're sat so deep. Belconnen sat so high. Maddie Steinecker, lovely footwork again on the edge of the area. Works it wide to Bobbin, who's going to lob Larson. What an effort from Kira Bobbin. And that is 8 for Belconnen. What a goal. Took it first time and lobbed it over the Majura goalkeeper. And that is the quality she has in her locker. 2 goals of the highest quality from her. That's 8 for Belconnen. They've hit 8 against Majura for the 3rd time this season. They hit 8 in that Federation Cup quarter-final. And then in that round 6 game, 7-1 in round 13 2 weeks ago. Again, heading for another massive win this season. Another indication of the quality of Belconnen. Another goal, really, that Majura can't do much about. A perfectly executed lob. Taken first time as well from Bob. It's so difficult to get those ones where you want them to go when you take it. First time. Bobbin's cross is wide. Just measured it into the back of the net. That's a second of the day. Which takes her up to 19. Three clear now of Tamara Cochrane at the top of the Golden Boot rankings. Picked up by Backhouse. Bobbin in again. Turns away from Tawil. Backhouse let it run, looking for Annika Corrie to pick it up. Barber's done well and has found Carmel Lynch. Charging down McDonough, who stayed very calm as always at the back. Belconnen sat high. It was a dangerous moment as Talia Backhouse is played in again, looking to cut it back for Bobbin. Well anticipated by Ingrid Larson. It goes, looking for Carmel Lynch. Over her head. McDonough. Wide it goes to Lauren Preston. Pelteen. Very tiny on the ball. Finds Bronte Pike. Preston. Bobbin. Lets it run for Pike. Lovely link up again. Pelteen cuts it back. What a move this is from Belconnen. Kira Bobbin. What a stop again from Ingrid Larson. read the effort from Bobbin so well. Making sure it didn't sneak in that near post from close range as well. Connected very quickly. Another corner for Belconnen. McDonough heading over to swing this one in. Another good delivery, causing a bit of havoc. Morton on the second attempt gets it clear. Elmer Lynch can't keep possession. Wins it ahead of Peltine. Preston gets there ahead of Lynch. Corey driving through. Cleared as far as Sawkins. Now Eilish McDonough. Able to drive forward. Just over 25 minutes left of the game. Picked up by Teen. Looked really sharp. And it's got past two there, cleared. Picked away by Pole. Backhouse, Sawkins. Looking for the give and go with Backhouse. Works out well. Carey. Backhouse's first time crossing is cleared by Kent. Only can find Lisa Carey. Comes out for Steinecker. Lovely quick feet from her. She's going for the chip as well. Comfortable claim for Larson. She will look long. Good distribution looking for Lynch. McDonough deals with it so comfortably again. Accelerates away from Carmel Lynch. Sawkins. And a play goes off Southam. Changes being prepared by Belconnen United. I think we will see those now. Eilish McDonough heading off. Steffi Legends is on. Steinecker makes way as well for Izzy Hindmarsh. Change for Majura as well. Bree Kent makes way. Virginia Singers is on. So 3 changes. Speaks to the quality of this Belconnen team to be able to bring on players like Steffi Legends and Izzy Hindmarsh as well. The squad good enough to win everything on offer. Frelinetto surrounded by navy shirts. Back it goes by Sawkins. Preston wide to Legends. He replaces McDonough. Another brilliant display from her. Affecting the game going forward as well as being comfortable defensively. Corey taking on Singers. New player for Majura. Bobbin closed down. Came off Kira Bobbin in the end. And Maddie Steinecker as well. Another really good performance for Belconnen, playing in a midfield role as opposed to a defensive role. Controlled that midfield. Majura have the goal kick. Southam looking for Kashan. So Singers has filled the void left by Canton, has slotted in alongside Joanne Southam at the base of that Majura defence. Just about halfway through this second period. Belconnen 8-0 up and hungry for more. Sawkins. Back to Bronte Pike. Preston Wide it goes to Legends. Out off Layla Barber. Legends with the throw here. We'll look for Backhouse who flicks it on for Annika Corrie. Slips it in for Bobbin. Cutting inside to Wheel. Backhouse away as well. It's Talia Backhouse is deflected. Or it wasn't in the end. Over the bar it goes. Goal kick. Backhouse with her hands in her head. Already has a hat-trick. Wants more goals. Two really good moves. First from Bobbin to get away from Tawil. Then from Backhouse to get away from her marker. Larson looking for Lynch. Hindmarsh. Corrie. Layla Barber. Strongly. Corrie has been operating in that really congested midfield area. Very difficult to operate in, has done a good job as well. Again, really great feat. Annika Corrie has dealt with the difficulty well. Long from Larson. Pike charged down by Carmel Lynch. Again, not much to work with, but Lynch is putting in the effort for Majura still at 8-0 down. Legends releases Kira Bobbin. Gets the cross in. Larson comfortably behind that cross, too close to her. Preston looking for Backhouse. Lovely flick on for Pearlteen. And the free kick is given. Joanne Southam not happy with the decision. It was a lovely move from Pearlteen to cut inside. Questions asked if the ball was indeed won. The referee didn't think so. Has given a free kick on the edge of the area. Pearlteen looks like she's lining up this one, having won the foul. It's a really great position. Favours the right foot as well. Can Pearlteen pick out the back of the net? It's going to be Pearlteen who has a go, and it's over the bar. Always difficult as well from close range to get it high enough so that it dips past the goalkeeper. Not high enough to go over the bar. Difficult one to measure. Team disappointed. Player very capable of scoring from that distance. Sawkins. Preston, back it goes to Bronte Pike. Now, Steffi Legends. Bobbin, lovely turn away from Tawil, who's working hard to get back. Bobbin and Tawil did really well in the end. Got back and shot down Kira Bobbin. It's a corner for Belconnen. As we tick towards the final 15. Played 27 second half minutes. Remains 8-0. Can they add a ninth? Pearlteen looking near post. Mix up defensively, and Bobbin missed her kick. And Hindmarsh makes it 9. Bit of a mix up for Majura with the ball whipped into the near post. Did not get it clear. And it ricocheted out for Izzy Hindmarsh. What a finish. That is low and hard. Nothing the goalkeeper could do to stop it. And she has her third of the season. Izzy Hindmarsh, goal off the bench. So Majura kick-off 9-0 down. Game is done and was done as a contest a long time ago. Carey looking to get it forward. Kashan picks it up. Did really well there, Kashan, in a difficult area of the field. Backhouse might pick up this loose pass. Does pick it up ahead of Southam. Now Sawkins. Able to drive, might have a go. Sawkins did really well in the end, couldn't find Peltine. Carey. Backhouse. Has a go. Good hands from Lawson. I mentioned that they had 26 shots in the first half. I'm sure the total will be extremely high at full time. Seems a chance comes Belconnen's way every minute or so, as Peltine might be in on goal here. Morton defends really well again, not for the first time this evening. Got there importantly ahead of Peltine, who's desperate to get herself on the score sheet. Played it short. Sawkins got the ball in. That could have gone anywhere. Goes wide of the post. And we're going to see another change for Belconnen United. Annika Corey heading off. She will be replaced by Maya Rathalski. So Belconnen have emptied their bench. Annika Corey comes away having not scored but played a key role in plenty of Belconnen's goals. Another good performance from her. And Maya Rathalski drops in to that defensive line. Legends moves over into midfield. Southam looking for Furlan Neto. Kashan. There's involvement from Rathalski. Good pass to find Sawkins, who picks it up here. Madison Sawkins. Hindmarsh. Lovely release to find Carey, who cuts inside Southam. Lovely move from Lisa Carey. Backhouse surrounded by Majura shirts again. They've shut down space for Belconnen in the box. Cleared by the head of Backhouse, who couldn't find the target. He's been getting on the end of a lot of crosses with her head. Does have a hat-trick, but still looks disappointed when she misses those opportunities. Picked up by Pike off the goal kick. Teen, lovely give and go with Carey. That'll be a corner for Belconnen as we tick towards the final 10. It'll be Peltine to deliver this one with the right foot. And Kashan got there first. It'll be another corner though. Been whipping these ones in near post. This one's a great delivery. Looking for the header. Backhouse. What a stop from Ingrid Larson. Incredible stop to deny Backhouse that headed goal that she's been craving. It'll be Teen again. And Kashan got there. Can Majura counter here? Not many numbers forward. Well, back for Belconnen. Barber looking for Lynch. Withowski took a tumble and Lynch has gone for goal. First shot of the game for Majura. The move breaks down there. Plenty of opportunity. For them to get in behind. Those are the gaps that appear at the back for Belconnen when they're committing so many numbers forward. Ariana Kashan did really well to assist her team in breaking out quickly. Pass was on for Lynch. It's been starved of service really with the team. Busy defending. Nice flicking by Kashan. Up in the air again. Legends. Bobbin wants the ball. Maya Rothalski. Bobbin. Back it goes to Preston, who sends it up in the air. Bobbin keeps it in. Good work there by Tawil. Good footwork from Bella Pole as well in midfield. Wide from Sawkins for Bronte Pike. Heinmarsh. Backhouse. Looking wide for Maya Rothalski. Lovely release down the line for Bobbin. And defended well again by Shayma Tawil. She's had a really good game in this second half, having moved to fullback. Isolated up against Bobbin. She's found it difficult against Morton and Tawil at times. Still has come away with 2 goals, 2 spectacular goals to add to her league high tally this season. Bobbin, what a delivery that is, and Pike's header took it off the head of Talia Backhouse, who was flying in at the back post. Teammates got in each other's way on that occasion. Referee waving play on after having to collect a ball. Sawkins, Belconnen get the ball straight back. Izzy Heinmarsh with the effort over the bar. Capable from that distance though. Just under 10 minutes left of this game. Belconnen remain in the clear. Will be a goal kick for Majura. Picked up by Bobbin. This pass ran into her own teammate, picked up by Backhouse. Heinmarsh, who scored the 9th. Now Preston with time on the edge of the box. Look how high. Belconnen is sat. Bobbin. Lovely cross in again, looking for Legends. Up in the air it goes. Heinmarsh. Now Felineto. No numbers forward. Good move from Felineto. Wins her side a free kick. Good result in the end for Majura. We're going to see a late change for Majura. Felineto, who won that free kick, is replaced. On comes Charlize Gödler. So Majura as well have emptied their bench. Gödler will slot into where Felineto was operating in that midfield area. Southam slipped when taking that free kick. Stay down for the moment. Referee will pause play. Hopefully everything's okay for Southam. Did look a painful one. Looks like she'll be okay. Just slipped when taking that free kick. Belconnen cruising towards another win this season. Good to see Southam back to her feet. Play will resume with a drop ball for Belconnen, who were in possession. They'll continue with possession of the ball. Bronte Pike and Lauren Preston. Well done by Bella Pole, who was strong up against Legends. Up in the air from Southam. Unmarsh back to Pike. Majura pressing higher, and it's doing wonders for them. They've won the ball back again. Lynch. Pike looking for Sawkins. Sawkins can drive forward, has Kerry peeling off to her left, cuts inside. Talia Backhouse trying to slip it in for a teammate. Move breaks down there for Belconnen. Five minutes left of this game, plus any additional time. Preston picks up the ball. Unmarsh. Over to Bronte Pike, who can drive forward. Sawkins. Now Lisa Carey. Lovely touch from Backhouse, away by Lynch, but her clearance hit Talia Backhouse. Feltine, lovely turn away from Kira Bobbin, who's hit the crossbar. That was the moment for her hat-trick. Lovely move again from Belconnen. Spun away from her marker. It's a great effect. Not a bad effort in the end. Looked like if it was any lower, Larson would have been behind it. Pike meets the clearance from Larson. Teen finds Kira Bobbin. What a save again from Larson. And an important clearance on the line from Giant Southam again to deny Peltine what would have been a definite goal. Majura remain desperate to prevent these goals. Attitude still really positive from them. Worked so hard throughout this game despite the scoreline, despite the game being done a long time ago. Legends flicked on by Bobbin, and now Talia Backhouse is in on goal and fires over. Another chance missed by Belconnen. Can Majura play out? Again, they've got so many numbers back. Camp themselves deep in their own half. 2 minutes left of regular time. Teen. Morton hit the ball against her. Carey's almost kept it in. It's a goal kick though for Majura. Wide from Larson to Wheel. Majura keep hold of the ball. Singers faced by Backhouse. Plays it out for a Majura throw. Maya Rathalski looking for Legends. To Wheel does well again. Barber, quick feet. Goodler putting the pressure on Marsh. Maddie Sawkins now on the ball. Looking to lob it in. Not a bad effort in the end. Backhouse gets the shot in, hits the post. What a goal that would have been from the tight angle. Marsh going over to swing the corner in. Looking near post. Header one on the line by Bella Pole. Angle of that Backhouse shot similar to Aitana Bonmati's goal in the Euros this morning. This ball in, looking for the head of Bronte Pike, who rounds the total to 10. It's a second of the game for Pike. And a 9th of the season. She's 1 goal off double figures, having played much of the season as a fullback. Such a threat from those corners. And Belconnen hit double figures again this season. That takes their goal tally to 98 goals in 14 games. They're 2 off hitting 100 in one campaign. It is an utterly dominant season from them. Back from Renee Sillett. Pike gets it clear for Sawkins. We've entered additional time. Can't expect there be much at the end of the game. Is this the last move of the game for Belconnen? Preston's just driving through. Southam. Hindmarsh picks it up. Sawkins can drive forward on this left-hand side. Can't slip it into Talia Backhouse. Up in the air by Larson. Header one by Maya Rathalski. Legends. Hindmarsh. Sawkins. Can't find a teammate with that pass. Away by Layla Barber. Belconnen's still hungry for goals. They've hit 10. They want an 11th before full time. Carey. Offside flag up on Bronte Pike. Free kick for Majura deep in their own half. Job done again for Scott Conlon's team. They remain well clear at the top of the table. It'll take something catastrophic to lose it from here. Hindmarsh picks it up, and that is the full-time whistle. Belconnen United have hit 10 against Majura. It was always going to be a difficult evening for them. We saw it from the early minutes of the game. Belconnen getting forward, forcing Majura back into their own half. They sat deep. They defended well at times. They worked really hard. Majura lacked any sort of creativity going forward. But the weight of chances for Belconnen proved to be the deciding factor in this game. Too clinical with the quality they have going forward. That means full time here at Gungahlin Enclosed. Belconnen United 10, Majura FC 0.